Hi everybody. Haven't made a video for a little while. I've been doodling around doing all sorts of different things and trying to do a 100-day project challenge with Rachel at Roxy Creations. But then I decided I needed to make the journal for it first so, before I started. So I got really behind. So I've made the book and it's a cute little book. And I've started it, but this is something I'll actually cover another time. I'm not going to cover that right now. Day 2 or 3 was antique handkerchiefs, which I made some little tags for. This one's, I just really wanted to cover a few different ideas for tags and pockets that I'd been working on. I've used some old materials just on this card. It's a thick card, and made a little pocket. So it's like manila folder kind of card. My sewing machine, I finally got my sewing machine out and look at it. Like, this is why I put it away. I couldn't work out how to fix the way it does that on the back. But you know what? It doesn't actually matter when it's a pocket and you're going to stick it in. The front still sews up okay. So yeah, well, you know, that's how it goes. So anyway, there's a little pocket, and I made a little tag. Oh, that looks like, okay, let's just glue this little thing down. There we go. Little tag. So they've all got writing spots on the back, and a bigger tag, which I use. Look, Google Home Mini. It's an old bit of card from something I bought, I guess, or an ad out of a magazine. I don't have a Google Home Mini, so I didn't buy it. I've got a Chromecast, which is fabulous. Anyway, enough advertising for Google and for Macintosh. Yeah, so I've actually put a world stamp on it and a couple of little flower stamps and just sewn around the edges. Quite simple, quite easy to make. And someone in one of the Facebook groups I am in, Donna, thanks for asking the question, how did I get it pink and so pink? And I used the Distress Oxide Picked Raspberry. That's the colour that was used. So there's those. It was quite nice to get my sewing machine out. I was a bit nervous, but anyway, it worked in the end. It was fun. And so one of the books I've repurposed the cover for, I'm not quite sure where that cover is at the moment, somewhere in my pile of things to do, was this funny old book on the Olympic Games, and it had all the facts and figures right back to, like, you know, like, look at this, 1896, and I think I might have covered a little bit of it in another video, but what I found was that every couple of pages there was just a page like this, and the place it was and the year, and then there was a couple of pages of facts. But I just thought that these would make cute little pockets. I know with the, you know, with the COVID-19 that we're the Olympics were going to be on in Japan, and of course they're not. They're put back for another year. So I'm thinking that I'm going to make these little pockets today, and you know, I've got quite a few. I'm just going to show you the process. Basically, you can see I've just cut along the side and then left this bit here and just cut 2 little bits to be able to sew it. Oh gosh, excuse my sniffles. Where's my, oh here they are. Gosh, what's going on? Okay, sorry. Been in a funny mood lately. So anyway, they just make little flaps the way I cut it, and stuck down. And then all I've done, and I think I mentioned it before, but I've got this little hole punch. Maybe it's about, it's like a sort of 1.5 centimetres just over 1/2 inch if you're from other places other than Australia. And I just, you know, there's the two little, can you see? I don't know if you can see. There's two little lines which show me when I put it in, I can line it up with these two little lines to cut a half circle, and I guesstimate. Yes, and there it is. Guesstimating's good. I don't know. I think I use this on this. Anyway, this is what we're using today. And now I have to find something that's around about the right colour to use. These are quite handy. Gosh, I'm all over the place today. Little finger things, they're quite handy, as are the round ones. And even these are quite good. I like these latex sponges for if you've got a stencil. Oh, let's do some of that in a minute. Right. That well? No, that's not right. Oh. But maybe I haven't used one of these on this. Who knows? Hope everyone's well today. Looks like that was one I used, but I don't think no. Okay. No. Where's something that's at least relatively brown enough? That'll do. Okay, so this is Distress Oxide, Age Mahogany. Oh dear. What is going on today? Sniffles. Okay. This is, stay on. You want to stay on. This is a very, very, very easy and simple pocket. You just rip out a page, cut the sides, and voila, there you go. Stick it down, punch a hole, and it's ready to go. Now I can see that that's a bit wonky, but you know what? If I was to do something like, I don't know, maybe this. Let's just try this, see what happens with this. Put a bit of washi down the side. It'll be even more wonky, and then that's how it goes. I might have said sometimes something about the curse of perfection. Curse of perfection, getting everything right. And, you know, I have it. I sometimes need to get everything perfect and right. There you go. That should have been for the swimming Olympic Games. It looks like it should. Okay. So you've got a ready-made pocket, and I'm just going to work on a couple of these. Gosh, I feel like doing that on every single one now. That'll make them uniform and not being so perfect, won't it? Through the book, whatever the book is, whenever I get to that book, I'm gonna I've got a little box. I just make pockets and tags that I don't necessarily go with whatever the book I'm working on at the moment or the project, and I just collect them, and then so these will just go in that little box and they'll be there, ready for later. So my flatmate and I we hit boredom. We're both pretty good at you know, I do all my art. I'll come upstairs and do my art in my room, and she's usually out 5 days a week at school as a speech therapist, and she's been home now since before the school holidays, and you know, some days have been a bit, how do we get out of each other's face, but I reckon we've done really, really well with it. For the most part. But we both like our freedom, and I think that's probably not just us. Okay, so on one side of this, yeah, that's probably lots of people in the world. So we can't see, it's just about there. No, that's the wrong way. That way. That one's coming off, and that's doing that. And then if you don't, even if you don't have a scoring thing, I just actually turned it over and very lightly with the back of the blade did that. I do have a scoring thing, but you know what? When I was doing this last night, I could not be bothered going and getting it, and I thought, I'll just do that. That works. So you've got this little pocket, and the same on the other side. I use my grid, of course. Using my grid to straighten things up. Okay, so if it doesn't look like it's straight in the first place, you can straighten it off. And you know, a centimetre, just a bit less than a centimetre. Alright, so that goes there. Cutting that bit off. Come on, Christina, you can do it. Yes. So, see what I did there? I just went into the Olympics and became an Olympic athlete. Anyway, back to talking about freedom. And athletics, because my flatmate is a triathlete, and so for her, you know, there's been days where it's really quite difficult because she wants to do her normal, go to the gym, do her training, do the swim, you know, triathlete. It's like massive long bike ride, massive long swim, massive long run. Well, she broke her ankle, so she's still recovering from that, and that interfered with training quite a bit. But now she can't, now that she's allowed to go back and train, of course the gym's closed. Hello, why didn't you stick down? So I think I might have mentioned in a previous video, we have got the mini trampoline, because I'm using that to boost my immunity with the jumping on the mini tramp. Even for 10 minutes a day is really great for the lymphatic system. And yeah, because I had cancer last year, so I'm really high risk, but also cancer free, and also, well, you can't say that till 5 years obviously, but also you know, mindful of it not cropping up again or spreading or anything like that. So I've got the mini tramp in the lounge room. So we've made that the solid gold dance floor, where I put on the George Michael dance tunes, have a good old dance, and bounce around. And I actually, you know, when I was going to the gym, I could never really get a run up on those running machines. I'm heading up to nearly 60. Shh, don't tell anyone. And I was a bit scared of those big machines, you know. Am I going to fall off? If I go too fast, you know, you see those YouTubes. When people fly off the back, I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. Anyway, for anyone else who's in an older age bracket and a bit scared, the mini tramp is actually quite good for, I get a bit of a jog up on it. I'm surprised, really enjoying it. There you are, Winter Olympic Games Oslo. 1952, even before I was born. We're going to do this washi every time. This is the only, I got this at Officeworks the other day, and it's the only thick, wide washi that I have. Oh, that didn't work. which is kind of annoying because every time I try to order one or find one, they're really expensive, but also I tried to order one or two and they always, oh, they're out of, come on, Officeworks, bit better quality, thanks. You know, anyway, I tried to order one or two of these and online, and they always say, oh, sorry, we're out, we haven't got any at the moment. Right, how's that? That's good, isn't it? Getting a bit of, anyway, you're getting a bit of an idea of how we do this. Hearing me ramble on a bit. And that's okay. Right, scissors. Oh, I remembered to put my phone on silent or do not disturb, but I didn't stick the cats outside and one is scratching at the door. You know what? I hope you can't hear it. I'm just not going to answer while I'm doing this. Anyway, we've also got, so back to the solid gold dance floor, we've got the circuit set up. So we've got the circuit set up, which is, you've got the solid gold dance floor right next to the mini tramp if you want to get off and boogie after having a bounce. And then what my flatmate does is she does a circuit around the lounge and the kitchen, and then up and down the stairs, which she's downstairs and I'm upstairs. So I'm up and down the stairs all the time, which sometimes is like, oh, I did not want to do those stairs today or tonight or after a day of up and down the stairs. But she does the circuit round the lounge. She does the up and down the stairs many times. She goes for maybe she's aiming for at least a 14k walk every day, because you're allowed to walk, you know. They haven't told us we can't walk. And yeah, she's really getting it happening. She's still exercising. She's not doing the full triathlete type of experience, but she's actually still getting a lot of exercise in. And then she'll come back from her walk and she'll be doing star jumps up and down the drive. We're on a block of 4, so we've got a shared driveway, but everyone's just noticing and thinking it's quite fun. She's inspiring us all to realise how unfit we are. Yeah, but you know, I had a friend I had a chat with who's gotten a bit stir crazy, being, you know, on lockdown. And one of the things we noticed is that, you know, when you're older, if you're sort of semi-retired like I kind of am or was, or what, I don't know what I am, you don't realise, you meet a friend for a coffee, you go to a cafe. I used to, whenever I'm writing a blog or a journal, or you know, writing as in writing, not handwriting, but writing on the blog, the internet blog. I don't know, I've got about 3, whatever I feel like at the time. Gosh, I don't know. What is my life at the moment? I'm questioning my life at the moment. Yeah, she's the same. She's a writer as well, and just noticing that how isolating it is just for some people who may be introverts, and maybe, you know, like me, I enjoy my time at home. I'm happy about it, but we both were commenting and noticing how our sense of freedom feels. You know, it's just that choice, the freedom and the choice to go out and meet people, even if it's just a coffee for 5 minutes. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, I did it on the wrong side. Oh, you know what? There's always a way out of it. You can always fix it, and you know how I'm going to fix it. I will show you how I'm going to fix it. Oh my God, that cat, she annoys me so much. She's got very sharp nails, and she just has to have a massive scratch under the door with her nails. My cat, yes. Yes, it's my cat. So the purpose of that discussion about the self-isolation is it's not just keeping yourself busy. You start to actually realise how much you, come on, glue. Gosh, this is old glue. Maybe it's not sticking so well. That really wasn't. That's going to make this pocket. That seems to be alright. Oh no, that seems to be alright. That's alright. Oh, all good. Yeah, the self-isolation, how I really feel for, I mean, both my flatmate and I mean, when I had cancer and I had 6 weeks sitting at home after surgery, not being able to drive or go out, for some reason didn't really have many visitors. That was terrible. And then when she broke her ankle and had to not be off her leg for 4 to 6 weeks, that was terrible. We noticed. I did it on my own. She wasn't here. She hadn't moved in. But when she broke her ankle, she said to me she didn't know how she would have done it without me being here. Well, actually, it drove me quite a bit mad. Not mad, but sad, you know. Sad when you live on your own. So we're grateful for the lessons that we learnt in that time, that we were physically indisposed with our bodies, and now we're just really happy that our bodies are working. Gosh, I just realised I just totally ADHD'd over to oh. I just went from talking about self-isolation with my friend being upset about it, right back to my flatmate and how we dealt with living in the house. Did it make sense? Maybe it didn't. Oh, well, never mind. At this point, I'm just sticking paper and rambling. Maybe anyway, that is a couple of pockets ready to go. For whatever they get. But look how many more. There's Helsinki, 1952. St. Moritz, 48. London, 48. Oh, London, 1948. Oh, winter. Oh, we've got some winter. Maybe we should be making something. Winter, Olympic. Winter, Olympic. So maybe I'll do something a little bit different with the winter ones, because that's like same year, 2 different places. All right, that's that and that's that. Yes, grateful for friendship. If you know there's a neighbour that lives on their own, please check in on them, because, you know, it feels nice to do the kindness. It does feel really nice to be kind to people, and it feels nice to know that for those people that are living on their own after my experience, how really nice it is to know that someone cares if you live on your own. And that's what we're doing in this time. I'm just going to fold these while I'm still rambling on. I'm going to make another video straight after this. I should just finish. I need to finish this topic of rambling before I make the next one, so I don't. I can just go. I'll finish. Okay, I'll finish with that topic, and I can move on. Yes, that's it. The answer. Be kind. Be kind, be caring, look after each other. And on that note, I am going to finish and declare that topic closed. Okay. Bye.